welcome to part 2 of the advanced pentatonic stuff video. It's been a while since I put out a new video on, but I had quite a few emails requesting to explain what I do in the solo of the part 1 of the advanced pentatonic stuff. So I thought of putting something together to do that. And I apologize if I haven't put a new video on, but I've been quite busy in the last few months recording and promoting my new album, a bit of shameless advertising. That's my new album. If you're into guitar, instrumental music, blues rock, check it out. You'll find the links in my personal website. Yeah, so let's go and check out what I did in that video. Okay, we can see that I don't play anything in the first bar, but the first phrase is a C diminished. I use right away the C diminished scale. Which is that, and it's the C diminished half step, whole step. And I finish up with a blues phrase, with that kind of flat 5 right there, which is a pretty typical blues phrase. On the 4 chord, F7, I actually play a C major pentatonic phrase, which is that. And it does work. You could, on the whole blues, you could play both a C minor pentatonic or a C major pentatonic, of course, if we want to be theoretically correct. I would have to use, instead of that E natural, it would have to be E flat, because it's a 7th of F7, the flat 7 or F7. Then I go back to playing a diminished phrase, very similar to the one above, and again I finish the phrase off with a blues, like blues phrase. Notice that A natural there, which is the 6th, so it's that pentatonic with the 6th instead of flat 7, which is quite slight different flavor that you can add. And that's the end of the phrase. This is another slight different approach to playing the pentatonic, and it's something that both Robin Forward and a lot of people do. They play both the minor third. Here is written as a D sharp. You could write it as E flat and write both E flat and E natural. So this is basically the pentatonic where I play, or actually, if you want to call it, just a C arpeggio where I play both the E minor and the minor third and the major third. So that's it. That's the phrase. So just a slightly different sound. And here, this is something again from the diminished scale, but I basically build the phrase trying to highlight, to kind of underline the triads that are inside that scale. The first one is it's A major. It's right there. Then there's a C, C7. Well, if we, it's not a triad, C7, but C major is a triad, and I had a flat 7. And again, then there's a major triad there, and so on. And then again, I go back into kind of a slight blues bebop. Which is that. Can hear it, it's kind of a jazz bebop. Which is that phrase there. Then again, I play something that is very... Scott Henderson does this all the time, which is the 6th in minor thirds. So it's basically a 6th. That are each 6th is a minor third apart. It's a very cool sound. I quite like that. And then again, some blues phrases. Which is that. Just regular blues phrases. Then again, this is a very it's a phrase from the diminished scale, and something that sounds very Michael Brecker-ish, or that kind of very kind of fusion jazz sound. And again, I try then to play the triads inside that scale. There's an A major triad there. There's also a diminished triad, which is D flat diminished or B flat diminished, whatever you want to call it. And so on. Then again, I play that bebop phrase that we've seen before. Which is this, and blues phrase. I play some double stops, or whatever you want to call them. And again, then I'd play just a turnaround phrase, very blues turnaround phrase, and that's it. That's just a long blues phrase there. That ends on a G as a turnaround note. Okay, so I hope that helped understanding what I did in that video. And you can of course download the full transcription. You'll find a link on the side if you are on YouTube on side of this video, or underneath if you are on my playgtr.net website. Will be the full transcription. And of course, if you're into this type of soloing, this type of phrasing, you can get on the same website and on my personal website my book Contemporary Blues Soloing. I'm working on the physical book itself as of now, October 09, the date that I'm recording this video. It's still in the digital download format, so it's an ebook, which is will be the book on PDF format, and with the all about 40 MP3s of audio examples. So you can check that out. Probably in the future I'll put another video when I've actually published and printed this book in its physical form. Thank you very much, and see you again soon.